Hello. Recently saw Josh Thomas, Australian comedian, speaking on Q&A. It's on the ABC here in regards to Prime Minister Julia Gillard. Um, Basically, he sort of asserted that he wasn't wasn't as cynical as most people, and didn't think that Prime Minister Julia Gillard was bowing to the Australian Christian lobby. Well, my response to that is you should be cynical, because that's exactly what she's doing. She is bowing to the Australian Christian lobby. The Labor Party is in a situation where her ratings are so low that they're prepared to basically prostitute themselves to any sort of group where they think that they're going to gain some sort of what's the word? Some kudos with them, so that they'll be elected next time. They won't seem as bad as um, as they appear to those people. And it's really sad because I thought with Julia Gillard, I thought this is the first time we've had a female prime minister. It's the first time we've had not the first time we've had an atheist prime minister, but the first time we've had an atheist female prime minister anyway. And here was this great opportunity to actually do something with that. Not necessarily, I'm not talking about, stomping on the rights of people who are Christian and of different faiths. I think that they have every right to, believe what they want to believe. The whole point of separation of church and state, and tax exemption to churches, is basically the government saying we can't represent you, we won't tax you as a result. You've got to do things on your own. You're on your own. The problem now is that they are getting representation, and they're getting representation beyond, what was originally intended. That is, funding of their private schools. It's funding of subsidisation of their particular religious organisations, whether that's through chaplaincies and so on. And I think it's time that they started to pay their dues if they're being represented and getting taxpayer funding as a result. So getting back to Julia Gillard, it's a missed opportunity. I know the excuses come out from her that I can't do it because it's a minority-led government. All this sort of nonsense that she's going on with. The fact of the matter is, the Labor Party can't afford to oust another leader. It would be absolutely disastrous for the party. And I understand that people within the Labor Party have to work within the confines of the caucus, but all the great leaders of the Labor Party have done things outside of the caucus, have said and done things outside of the caucus, and here's a great opportunity for her to do it, and she hasn't. What she's done is she's created an image of herself as being a puppet, and that's exactly what she is. And it's really sad, because I do feel that people will, they won't vote for the Labor Party next time, and with good reason. I mean, I'm disgusted with quite a few things, but they're going to turn to a party that's even worse, which is the Liberal Party, currently run by Tony Abbott. I can't imagine him being Prime Minister of Australia. It would be absolutely disastrous. Disastrous for science, disastrous in terms of people's religious freedoms. He'd certainly trample on the rights of people who choose not to be, who aren't religious, who are atheists. He'd trample on the rights of people who are gay. There's no doubt about that. I think everybody knows, who Tony Abbott is down deep inside. I don't even consider him a wolf in sheep's clothing. He is a wolf in wolf's clothing. Be very careful of someone like him. But yeah, that's the comment that I wanted to make. It's time for her to grow some ovaries and make some decisions when it comes to gay marriage in this country. Thanks, guys.